Pronto. Don't worry. I won't let him out of my sight.
Yeah. Wow, I'll tell you, I think that went rather well, don't you?
I'm warning you.
No, I'm warning you. Hey, don't mess with me. You don't want to tangle with a guy who's got my back.
Chris Ramsey, our Chris Ramsey knows Lancelot. How amazing is that?
Let's see if the story checks out first.
I hope it does.
He's really got you, this guy, hasn't he? Lancelot, I mean.
He's gotten to a lot of people, but especially women.
The knight in shining armor running to the rescue thing.
Yeah, I guess.
It's good to see you again, Karen. You look happy.
Is that a statement or a question?
Got me. It's a question. Are you happy?
Hey, why don't you take a picture?
Damn, I forgot how much she looks like Casey.
Yeah, but that's Marissa. There's a difference there.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me you and the twin got a thing going.
Jack, you have to help me.
I just introduced you to my brother, all right? He's busy.
Hey, you know, there's a snake on your shoes. Oh, God, could someone just please tell me what a girl has to do around here to get some attention other than be Allison?
Didn't I ask you to stay out of this?
I can't.
Why? Why can't you?
You know, you may not remember this about this town, but when there's something going on, the people, they pull together. It's kind of like a family.
A family, huh?
Yeah, a real family. You know, people that love each other.
Dr. Cushell to radiology.
Hey, Summer. Have you seen Rafe? He was supposed to pick me up a while ago. No, I haven't seen or heard from him in hours. What's your problem? Nothing. I just want to know if we're even now. Even? You got me to change those tests so your husband would
keep your voice down.
Okay. It's just a lousy thing to do, that's all. Letting the guy think he's your kid's father when you know it's not true.
All right, well, for one thing, I paid you very well to alter those tests. And for another, I know enough about you to make sure you don't get a job in this hospital or any other. So no, Summer, we are not through, not until I say so. And when you look at her, she thinks her life is so perfect. Enjoy it while it lasts, Lucy. So, you know what to do, right, Summer? Right? Hey, what goes around comes around.
Hey, what are you doing?
Telling you to back off is where I think we left off.
This thing is dangerous.
Oh, come on. What, the Avatar? Are you kidding me? What, the centuries-old spirit that's going to take over the world? Yeah, try selling that to the press.
It's the truth.
No, the truth is Lancelot is just a guy looking for justice, someone who's madder than hell and isn't going to take it anymore.
You don't know what you're dealing with.
No, I do know what I'm dealing with. And I know what I'm doing, and believe me, so does he.
So come on, dude. Is it true? You and the twin?
Look, me and Marissa, which happens to be her name, are friends. Okay, and she gets a little bugged when people like yourself go on and on and on about this Casey thing. So do your boy a favor and just ease up on that, all right?
All right, man, all right. It's not
cool,
a problem.
cool.
I mean, we've all moved on. I'm with Karen now, and you're with...
Look, come on, dude. Marissa and I are friends.
Hey, all right, man. Whatever you say. Don't get all worked up. Whatever you say.
All right, cool.
Dr. Ramsey, if you could please just use your influence to get me one little interview, I would so appreciate it. You have no idea.
No, you know, I think I have some idea, because every other news hound in town is after the same thing.
Hey, Chris, don't forget, this is the girl who turned your buddy Lancelot into a media hero. So I would be pretty nice to her.
Yeah, I guess I'm happy.
I just got back from New York.
With Ricky?
Yeah.
It's okay, Karen. I'm not gonna fall apart. You moved on as you had every right to. I'm just glad to see you smiling again.
Thanks. So how are you, Frank?
Well, I don't know if working 80 hours a week qualifies as therapy, but I'm better. I'm a lot better.
I'm glad. So are you,
Seeing anybody? No. Not that I'm not looking. It's just better to take it one step at a time, you know? So it looks like this hero thing is really taking off, huh?
Lancelot?
Sounds like you like the guy.
He made me feel safe.
Well, wherever he is, I'd like to thank him for that, because you should feel safe, Karen. You should always feel safe.
Vampires and talking portraits and angels and things are just some things that Port Charles has encountered.
I was here for all of that.
Yeah, you were. The best was at Christmas, though.
What happened then?
Well, Caleb was already gone, but it really took a toll on everybody.
Yeah, Livy told me that.
Did she also tell you that you were the one to pick up all the pieces?
What do you mean?
You were the one to make everything right again. You had this magic about you.
Magic.
Yeah, you fixed things. And the people that were supposed to be together, who really belonged together, you made that happen. I just wish that you could remember. You were so wonderful that night, Rafe.
I don't remember. So right now, I have to focus on what's happening today. What I do remember. And I remember what I was taught. I remember my calling.
About being a slayer.
Yes. And right now, I have a job to do. And for the first time in a long time, I feel like myself. Like I know who that is. I feel like I have control of my life again.
I know. Because that's what you do.
You do know, don't you?
For you, Dr. Collins.
What's this?
I don't know, but your wife wanted you to see it.
The paternity test? For Livy?
Hey, Doctor, we really have to stop meeting like this. What is it? What's wrong?
Just couldn't stop yourself, could you?
What are you talking about?
I asked you to stop interfering, and what did you do? You had a paternity test run on Livy's baby?
I was just
Let me ask you something, Lucy. When are you ever going to give my daughter a break?
We're showing off the practicality of Scott tissue in a place where common sense reigns supreme.
In Scotland.
Let her rip! Every roll has 1,000 sheets.
I want you to listen to me. I was just trying
To what? To what? Humiliate my daughter?
No, of course not.
What are you thinking, Lucy? I thought you were going to try and make peace with her.
I did. I tried. You should have seen what she did when I tried to apologize. She told me where I could stick that apology. But that's not what this is about. This is about the fact I thought we needed this to get to the truth.
The truth?
Yes, whether or not Rafe is really the father.
What are you staring at me for? We put on a good show, Lucy. The audience left. Now it's your turn, so we will just tell Dad that we kissed and we made up. We'll plaster our smiles on for the holidays until the turkey's gone, and in between, I will just keep praying that you drop dead. Does that sound good?
We're friends, right? Good friends now, once again. So maybe I'll just tell you what I was gonna do, but I don't know, that might ruin the surprise.
What surprise, Lucy?
The doctor that was just in here, Dr. Landrum. I know him. In fact, he's a good friend of mine. In fact, he works for me. Surprise. And you know that little test you just had, that so-called sonogram thingy? It wasn't really. There's a lot more to it than that. That test will reveal the truth.
What truth?
Whether or not Rafe is or isn't the father of that little bundle of joy you're carrying in there.
Oh, my God.
Look, I know this sounds awful. It's just you can't see through Livy. She is such a convincing liar.
Liar.
You can't see.
Liar. She's a liar. If she's a liar, Lucy, then why does the test that you had done prove that Rafe is the father of Livy's baby?
Look, I was completely surprised by those results because I still have the feeling
I don't want to
there's
hear
something
it.
else-
I don't want to hear it, Lucy. She is my daughter, and you had no right to do that.
Okay, maybe not, but I still...
Answer me, son. Once and for all.
Dr. Russ.
Is this how it's always going to be?
ICU.
I really need to know, Lucy. I asked you to leave something alone, you agree, and then as soon as my back is turned, you go ahead and do whatever you want anyway.
It's not how it's always going to be. Please, let me try to explain
I don't
this.
need an explanation. I can see the explanation. You obviously don't respect my feelings, and therefore you don't respect me.
Doc, this is what this is all about, is your feelings. I am trying to protect you. Livy is a very, very mixed up
Whatever
girl.
Livy's problems are, she is my daughter. Now, she grew up in a hell that I wasn't there for, and I will not turn my back on her now. Now, you dig up whatever you want, Lucy, but I will never, ever abandon my daughter.
I'm really glad that fighting this avatar gives you some sense of purpose, but aren't you, like, a little bit scared?
Oh, yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared for everyone. But at the same time...
What?
Well, just... See, this is gonna sound weird, but when I finally came face to face with its host, it was almost like it was kind of a gentleman.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get that same feeling.
I know it sounds weird, but think about it for a second. I mean, me standing up to that thing, it could have gotten ugly, but it didn't. It just walked away. So that makes me think that maybe there's some vulnerability still there, some sense of humanity, and I can exploit that.
Okay, whatever you're planning, I'm in with you. I'm gonna help you.
Allison,
Yes. I know what you told me. But I also told you that this town doesn't let just one person fight their battles. Even very talented, but very stubborn vampire slayers.
If you work with me, Dr. Ramsey, I can promise you that you will not be sorry, okay? I will report all the facts to you, and hopefully Lancelot give to me fairly and honestly while never losing sight of the romance and the excitement of this real-life, honest-to-goodness superhero.
All right, I'll tell you what, Melissa.
Marissa.
Whatever. I will do you this favor because you are a good friend of my brother. You understand? I'll give you all the scoops, and you will be my conduit to the rest of the press. How's that?
Yes. Okay, you will not regret this. So, first, Dr. Ramsey, can you tell me a little bit more about Lancelot?
Well, he really likes the handle.
Lancelot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're already on his good side.
Jamal, did you hear? Did you hear? I am in with Lancelot. I am totally in.
So he'd eaten a tennis ball?
Yeah, it must have seemed like a good idea at the time, but then he washed it down with a bottle of scotch. It was not a pretty sight.
Karen, there you are. Come on, are you ready to go?
Oh, what do you mean, go? I want to see how this plays out.
What? It's not going to, all right? Nothing's gonna happen. Personally, I think Ramsey's trying to put something over on everyone.
Wouldn't be the first time.
You see? Now, come on.
I'm staying.
Excuse me. Hey, what'd you find out?
Yeah. What'd you find out? We're all anxious to know.
Well,
Yes, Chris. Everything checked out. Exactly the way you described.
So now that we know you have the ID on this guy, we'd like to have it too.
In fact, we're insisting.
Oh, is that right? Insisting. Well, I'm sorry to say that I think my man outranks you.
Please, you really do have blinders on when it comes to Livy. Deep down, I think you know that.
Lucy, you're the one with blinders on when it comes to my daughter. You believe the absolute worst about her, and if you don't see it at the moment, don't worry. You'll look around until you find it.
That is not what I was doing. That's not how it was
That's
at
exactly
all.
how it was, and apparently that's how it's going to be. And it doesn't matter how I feel about it.
Could you just open your ears and listen to me just for a minute,
No,
please?
Lucy, I'm done listening. I can see how this is going. Because Livy, the daughter from hell, has set the entire thing up, right?
Okay. Don't listen. I won't say anything anymore. Just answer me this one question. How did you find out?
Does that make any difference?
Yes, it makes a big difference. Did Livy tell you?
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, she didn't tell me. A nurse brought this to me under the mistaken impression that you wanted me to see it.
Oh, a nurse. Now, how would I benefit from you receiving this kind of information?
You know what?
Who would benefit the most? Who, huh? Us at each other's throats. Tell me.
I need some air.
Fine. Get some air.
Dr. Seagrove to neurology. Dr. Jason Seagrove to neurology.
Now that was heartbreaking.
I sort of knew you were behind all of this.
Yeah, it just goes to show you what I can do if I put my mind to it.
I bet.
Yeah. See, you mess with my life, Lucy, and I'll mess with yours and then some just for the fun of it.
I'm really not going to call you what I want to right now.
No, come on, go ahead. Give it your best shot because you'll only be making things worse for yourself. In fact, if you keep pulling your little stunts, you're going to eventually force my father to choose between the two of us. And the way it's looking now, I don't think he's going to be choosing you. So, Ta.
No Ta for you. Listen to me. I made a big mistake. I told you what I was up to because I thought in my mistake, maybe I'd scare you into being human and doing the right thing, maybe trying to clear your name. But let me just tell you a little secret. You want to mess with my life? Don't. You know, I've been doing this for a really long time and I've had a lot of practice. This little thing we're playing here is just a skirmish compared to the war I will rage against you. So, Ta to you, sweet pea.
Rafe, give us a moment, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ramsey's story checked out, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
These people are just eating it up.
You obviously know a lot more about this thing than I do, so now it's made its move. What's ours?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
We don't have one, do we?
I'll think of something.
Hey.
Hi.
So, I guess we're back in the middle, huh?
Yeah, Port Charles has never actually been boring, that's for sure.
Yeah, not the truth. So, any progress?
With what?
With Rafe.
Oh, Jack.
Look, Allison, I'm not gonna say anything. It's your life. You know, you can do whatever you want.
I just miss him. No, I just love him so much.
Chris, now's not the time to be a jerk. Just tell us who he is so we can all go home.
Well, why should I tell you who Lancelot is? He's doing all the work that the police force can't seem to get done. If I tell you who he is, then, you know, you're just going to try to stop him.
Okay, if that's the way you want it.
Well, this looks familiar.
I'm not playing around, Chris. You're under arrest.
Oh, you're arresting me for what?
As a material witness for obstructing justice and whatever else we can think of on the way to the station.
This is outrageous. They're arresting me for protecting the identity of the one man this town needs.
Oh, God, shut up! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
this?
is against you in a court of law.
Don't worry, Port Charles. I will protect his name.
Livy, come here. I think I just found your husband.
Rafe?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles. Torn.
On the next Port Charles.
You know that Livy is not being honest with anybody, including herself. She's a very mixed up, troubled young lady.
Maybe he really is good, this Lancelot.
I met him today.
What?
Watch today's episodes of All My Children and One Life to Live. Then stay tuned for General Hospital, only on SoapNet.